Hello everyone, you're welcome to another beautiful tutorial. This is really a quick one on how to make this standing hanger rack. Okay, buying a standing hanger is really on the high side, so I saw some DIY, so I decided to make mine on my own. So this is budget friendly and easy to make. So these are the material you'll be making use of. You'll be needing this tooth T, elbow. Just visit any plumbing store, you'll be given this is a PVC pipe. Okay, and I decided to cut it. Had already sprayed it before coupling mine, so you can actually couple yours before you spray yours. Okay, so just take note of how I cut them into different inches. Okay, so the PVC pipe is actually a long one, so I decided to cut one into 50 inches, then 36 inches, then another one 9 inches. Okay, then our elbows and our T's, 2T, then I got 6 of elbow. Then we will be needing this spray. It's a spray paint. Okay, so this is silver color and you can decide to get any color of your choice. And please take note of the pieces I cut each of the lengths into. Okay, although to the cutting of the pipe there is no standard to it, because it totally depends on the height and the width that you want. Okay, so I cut length 50, which is the height, and I made the width, which is the 36 inches. I cut in 3 places. I made it 36 inches. You can decide to reduce it or you increase it depending on the size of a standing rack that you want. So like I said, the size of the rack depends on how you cut the pipe. Okay, so for this particular one I'm making, I made the height 50 inches while the width is 36 inches. So you can decide to make yours bigger or smaller. Okay, so if you are making it smaller, then that means you use a length that is lower than that and a width that is lower than that, or you can make the length high then the width small, depending on how you want it. So if the length is going to be higher, then you can cut more than 50 inches, while the width you can reduce it. Okay, in case you don't have a big space that you want to put a screw, you can decide to use a smaller width. Okay, so but be sure that the width you are going to be using, it's okay, so that it can balance on the floor. Okay, so again, the 9 inches pipe that we cut in 4 places, yes, I mean the length 9 inches that we cut in 4 places can be reduced to like probably 5, 6, 7. Okay, so this also has a part to play on the size of the rack, and majorly determines the part that sits on the floor. Okay, that part that sits on the floor, the 9 inches pipe that we cut in 4 places has a role to play. So you can reduce it to like 5 inches. Like I said, you can use 6, 7. Okay, so I use 9 inches. It made the base to be bigger. So I'll be starting off the coupling by taking two pieces of the 9 inches pipe that we cut, and I'll be connecting it with my T. Okay, with the T connector. So I'll connect it together. So I've already done that. That means we are left with another 2 pieces of the 9 inches pipe that we cut. So I'll connect the remaining 2 pieces with the T connector. That means we've exhausted our T, because that's where you need it. You are going to use it to connect 2 pieces of the 9 inches pipe that we cut together, so that we can have them in just 2 pieces instead of 4 pieces. Having done that, I'll go ahead and pick 2 pieces of elbow and connect it to each of the 9 inches that we connected together. Okay, you can see the way I put the elbows on the edges, just the way you see me do. So I'm done with one. I'll pick the second one, then I'll put the elbows at both edges too. So after connecting the elbows, make sure that the elbows are facing sideways, while the T that you used to connect the 9 inches together are facing up, just as you see me do. You can also decide to use gum to secure this your connections together. Okay, or you make sure that you hit it gently on the floor. So we have the base well fixed together now. Okay, so that's those 2 pieces are going to be the base. You can see. So if you don't want it to be that wide, you can reduce it, like I said. So those are the 9 inches I cut out. So you can make yours probably 765 inches. Okay, so we have that intact. So what we are working now is the base. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is to take the 2 out of the 36 inches length of PVC that we cut. I'm going to take 2 from it, and I'm going to connect it to the elbows just as you see me do. So this is basically the base that we are trying to create first before we put our length on it. This is the base, the part that is going to sit on the floor. So at this point you should have 2 elbows left. Okay, you should have 2 of those elbows still with you. So you are going to put them at the edge like so, just the way you see me do. Okay, then you should, the remaining 36 inches pipe that we cut, we are going to insert it in between like so. Okay, so that part is the part that where we are going to be hanging whatever it is that we are going to be hanging on this hanger. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and secure it properly. Make sure that it's entered very well. Once it enters, I can assure you this can take as many clothes as possible. Okay, so like I said, you can also reinforce it with probably a PVC gum. Beautiful friends, this is what we have. We are as good as done. Okay, so now you can go ahead and hang whatever it is that you want to hang. So I will show you what I hang on it, and I can tell you this is really strong, very, very strong. So thank you so much for watching. If this tutorial was helpful, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and thank you for watching once again. See you in my next one. Bye.